Legislature shapes the course of human history, yet it is a responsibility, not a sacred cow, that requires us to harmonize with the divine plan and fulfill our designated role in the grand tapestry of existence. Many individuals, unaware of their inherent potential, mistakenly assume they are not chosen for a greater purpose, often due to a lack of self-awareness, spiritual discipline, and profound introspection. It is only through the diligent practice of introspection, self-reflection, and spiritual disciplines such as intuition, meditation, and prayer that we can connect with the divine and comprehend our appointed task in life. However, when we disregard divine guidance, we can become mired in feelings of bewilderment, confusion, and disconnection. The precipitous decline of societal coherence and collective purpose can be attributed to the widespread neglect of spiritual practices and the disregard for the sacred. As a result, humans wander aimlessly, lost in a sea of uncertainty, without a guiding North Star to illuminate their path. The consequences of ignoring the divine plan are far-reaching, manifesting as chaos, confusion, and a general sense of disorientation. In this state, the human condition succumbs to the vagaries of chance, rather than purposefully navigating its designated route in the universe. For instance, the absence of spiritual awareness can lead to a plethora of ills, including emotional turmoil, relational conflicts, and existential angst. When we fail to acknowledge the divine plan, we neglect the ultimate purpose of our existence, leaving us vulnerable to the whims of fate. In contrast, cultivating a deep understanding of our role in the universe, through commitment to spiritual practices, enables us to transcend the limitations of the ego and access the infinite potential within. This self-awareness not only liberates us from the shackles of ignorance, but also empowers us to co-create harmonious relationships, manifest our desires, and embody the majestic beauty of the divine. Here is the expanded text. Are you one of the chosen ones, or are you ignoring the subtle whispers of the universe? Perhaps you've been feeling a sense of disconnection or stagnation in your life, a nagging feeling that something is off, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. Maybe you've been searching for answers, scouring the internet and attending workshops, but nothing seems to stick. Or maybe you've been ignoring the gentle nudges of the divine, dismissing them as mere coincidences or intuition. Whatever the case may be, if you're reading this, it's likely because you're curious about the concept of divine orientation, and whether ignoring it can have profound consequences for your spiritual growth and well-being. You see, the idea of divine orientation is not just some New Agey buzzword, it's a fundamental aspect of many spiritual traditions and philosophies. It refers to the notion that we're all being guided on our life's journey by a higher power or consciousness, which is constantly nudging us towards our highest potential. But what happens when we ignore these gentle promptings? When we dismiss the whispers of the universe, and instead rely on our own limited understanding and ego-driven desires? Unfortunately, ignoring divine orientation can lead to a life of stagnation, fragmentation, and disconnection. We may feel stuck in a rut, unable to move forward or make progress, despite our best efforts. We may struggle with feelings of anxiety, fear, and uncertainty, as we navigate the complexities of life without a clear sense of direction. If this sounds like you, then this video is for you. In it, we'll explore the dangers of ignoring divine orientation and offer some practical tips and strategies for reconnecting with the guidance of the universe. We'll examine the role of intuition and how it can be a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. We'll also explore the concept of synchronicity and how it can be a sign of divine guidance and orientation. So, if you're ready to tune in to the subtle whispers of the universe and embark on a journey of spiritual growth and self-discovery, then this video is for you. And if you're feeling curious or drawn to the idea of ignoring divine orientation, then we invite you to join us on this exploration. Remember, the universe is always whispering its guidance to us. The question is, are we willing to listen? Served in many people's lives, the notion of being chosen has drastic consequences, both in the short and long term. It's not simply a matter of feeling special, but rather about fulfilling a specific mission on the planet. To begin with, being chosen is not a privilege reserved for a select few. It's a calling that transcends social class, ethnicity, and geography. In fact, the Bible teaches that God's purpose is to choose the unlikely, the marginalized, and the vulnerable. This truth is reflected in the stories of biblical figures such as David, a young shepherd who became the king of Israel, and Esther, a young Jewish woman who saved the Jews from persecution. Their stories serve as a reminder that being chosen is not about personal achievement or merit, but rather about being vessels for God's will. However, despite this understanding, many people still ignore divine guidance. One reason for this is that they are overly focused on their own desires and goals. They become so enamored with their own ambitions that they neglect to listen to God's voice. This can lead to a sense of self-importance and arrogance, causing them to disregard the divine plan. Another reason is that they are uncertain about their role in the world. They may feel like they are just doing their own thing and don't know what God's will is for their life. As a result, they don't bother to seek guidance and instead rely on their own limited understanding. Furthermore, some people may ignore divine guidance because they are afraid of the unknown. They fear that following God's plan will mean giving up their own control and autonomy. They may believe that they are more equipped to make decisions that will bring them success and happiness. But the truth is that trust and obedience to God's guidance requires surrender and humility. When we listen to God's voice, we are surrendering our will to His and trusting that He knows what's best for us. This can be a difficult and humbling process, but it's essential for fulfilling our purpose on this planet. Moreover, ignoring divine guidance can have severe consequences. When we don't seek God's will, we can become disconnected from our true purpose and identity. We may experience feelings of emptiness, restlessness, and discontentment. This phenomenon occurs because our souls are not harmoniously aligned with our path and purpose, resulting in a disorientation that can manifest in various facets of our lives, including our relationships, careers, and overall health. The disconnect can be exacerbated by the constant bombardment of external stimuli, causing us to become increasingly disconnected from our inner selves. As a result, we may experience stagnation, frustration, and a sense of disengagement from the world around us. Fortunately, there is hope for reconnection and realignment. By tuning into divine guidance, we can begin to access the wisdom and intuition that lies within, allowing us to cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and direction. This process of attunement can be facilitated through various spiritual practices, such as meditation, prayer, and mindfulness. Studies have demonstrated that individuals who regularly engage in spiritual practices experience significant improvements in their mental and emotional well-being. These benefits can include reduced stress levels, increased feelings of calm and serenity, and enhanced emotional regulation. Furthermore, spiritual practices have been shown to increase feelings of purpose and direction, enabling individuals to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. One of the primary mechanisms by which spiritual practices facilitate this reconnection is through the cultivation of mindfulness. By focusing our attention on the present moment, we can begin to quiet the constant chatter of our minds and discern the subtle whispers of our souls. This mindfulness can also help us to develop a greater sense of self-awareness, enabling us to better understand our values, desires, and motivations. In addition to mindfulness, another key component of spiritual practices is the cultivation of compassion and empathy. By learning to approach ourselves and others with kindness, understanding, and non-judgment, we can begin to dissolve the barriers that separate us from others and from our own inner wisdom. This compassion can also help us to develop a greater sense of gratitude and appreciation for the blessings and challenges that we encounter in life. The beauty of these spiritual practices lies in their accessibility and adaptability. Whether you prefer a quiet moment of meditation, a prayerful conversation with a higher power, or a more active approach through yoga or Tai Chi, There is a wealth of options to suit every individual's unique needs and preferences. By incorporating these practices into our daily routines, we can begin to experience a profound sense of reconnection and alignment, enabling us to live more fulfilling, meaningful, and purpose-driven lives. The concept of gratitude has been extensively researched in various fields, including psychology and spirituality. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that individuals who practiced gratitude regularly were more likely to experience positive emotions and have a higher sense of well-being. This profound impact of gratitude on mental health and well-being is likely attributed to its ability to rewire the brain, fostering a more optimistic outlook and increasing resilience. In contrast, many individuals ignore their divine orientation, which is often characterized by a sense of disconnection and lack of purpose. One of the primary reasons for this disconnection is a lack of spiritual practices, such as intuition, meditation, and prayer. These practices are essential for connecting with the divine and understanding our purpose in life. As Dr. Caroline Esses, a renowned spiritual leader, suggests, the more we disconnect from our spiritual self, the more we become lost in our physical body, and the more we forget our true nature. The human psyche is incredibly complex, and understanding our true nature requires a deep exploration of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Through spiritual practices, we can develop a greater sense of self-awareness, allowing us to tap into our inner wisdom and connect with the divine. This connection can lead to a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment, as we align our actions and decisions with our highest values and aspirations. Unfortunately, many individuals neglect their spiritual development, leading to feelings of disconnection and stagnation. This neglect can be attributed to various factors, including a lack of time, lack of exposure to spiritual practices, or a lack of understanding of the benefits of spirituality. However, it is essential to recognize that spiritual development is not a one-time event but a continuous process. Developing a regular spiritual practice requires discipline, patience, and dedication. It involves setting aside time for meditation, prayer, or other spiritual activities that nourish our soul. These practices can help us develop a greater sense of empathy, compassion, and understanding, allowing us to connect with others on a deeper level. Additionally, spiritual practices can help us cultivate a sense of gratitude, forgiveness, and inner peace, which are essential for a happy and fulfilling life. In conclusion, ignoring our divine orientation can lead to a sense of disconnection and disorientation, making it challenging to find our purpose and meaning in life. Developing a regular spiritual practice is essential for connecting with the divine, understanding our true nature, and cultivating a sense of well-being and fulfillment. By incorporating spiritual practices into the soul is not a passive entity. It is an active participant in our journey towards enlightenment. It is the spark that ignites the inner fire, driving us to explore the depths of our being and connect with the universe. As we embark on this journey, it becomes apparent that our soul is intricately intertwined with the fabric of existence, influencing our experiences and shaping our destiny. This multifaceted relationship between the soul and the universe is a dynamic dance of give and take, where our soul's energies ebb and flow in harmony with the cosmic rhythms. To cultivate a deeper understanding of our soul's role and tap into its power, it's essential to establish a strong connection with our inner selves. One effective way to do this is by developing a daily spiritual practice, tailored to our unique energies and resonance. This could involve meditation, prayer, journaling, or any other modality that speaks to our soul's language. By devoting a set time each day to spiritual pursuits, we create a foundation for introspection, self-awareness, and inner guidance. This practice helps to quiet the mind, allowing our soul's whispers to emerge, and fosters a sense of oneness with the universe. In addition to cultivating a spiritual practice, it's crucial to listen to our intuition. Our intuition is a divinely guided inner compass, providing insight and direction for our life's journey. By tuning into our intuition, we can navigate life's twists and turns with greater ease, making more informed decisions and trusting our inner knowing. When we ignore our intuition, we risk getting off course, allowing fear, doubt, and uncertainty to dictate our path. By embracing our intuition, we empower ourselves to walk our unique path, embracing the serendipity and synchronicity that unfolds. By combining a daily spiritual practice with a deepening connection to our intuition, we set the stage for a harmonious alignment with the divine plan. As we quiet our minds and listen to our souls, we begin to sense the universe's whispers, guiding us towards our highest potential. This harmonization awakens a sense of trust and surrender, allowing us to let go of worries and doubts, embracing the unknown with open hearts and minds. In this sacred space, we discover that our soul's guidance is not a vague feeling or intuition, but a tangible, comforting presence that walks beside us, illuminating our path and beckoning us towards the realization of our soul's deepest desires. If you found value in the content presented in this video, we would greatly appreciate it if you could take a moment to give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Sharing is caring, and we strive to have our message reach as many people as possible in order to make a positive impact on their lives.